a poetic session. Today we shall do The Nightingale and the Glowworm by William Cowper. William Cowper was born in Hertfordshire and educated at Westminster School, where Warren Hastings was his contemporary. He was an expert in giving expression to the idea of the healing power of nature. He is called nature's poet. He was a very good letter writer too. Children, in the scene you just saw God's creation, men and animals, flora and fauna, mountains, valleys, the grass and trees. So you can say sun and moon and stars and sky, all that walk and swim and fly, all things great and big and small. God is the maker of them all. God has made all things in this universe, and you know very well that God never makes any mistake. There is a scheme in things that He has created. He is the maker of the big and the small, like the mountains and the moles, the sun and the moon. He has also created the opposites, like the beautiful flowers and ugly ducklings. Do not question why. There is a scheme in all the creations. See, even a blade of grass has a purpose, a role to play in this universe. Small and ugly insects or worms have been created because they serve as food to birds and lizards, etc. So, let us listen to the poem The Nightingale and the Glowworm by William Cowper.
A nightingale that all day long had cheered the village with his song, nor yet at eve his note suspended, began to feel, as well he might, the keen demands of appetite, when looking eagerly around, he spied far off upon the ground a something shining in the dark, and knew the glowworm by his spark. So, stooping down from hawthorn top, he thought to put him in his crop. The worm, aware of his intent, harangued him thus, right eloquent. "Did you admire my lamp?" quoth he, "as much as I your minstrelsy? You would, boy, to do me wrong, as much as I to spoil your song. For it was the self same power divine taught you to sing and me to shine, that you with music, I with light, might beautify and cheer the night." The songster heard his short oration, and warbling out his approbation, released him as my story tells and found a supper somewhere else.
In this poem, you will see how a glowworm or a jugnu tells a nightingale not to kill him, as he also has the same divine power which makes him glow and beautify the world as Nightingale, who sings beautifully and gives pleasure to the listeners. So let's understand the poem thoroughly. Here is the first stanza.
A nightingale that all day long had cheered the village with his song, nor yet at eve his note suspended, began to feel, as well he might, the keen demands of appetite.
Children, here are some meanings of difficult words. Words, meanings. Cheered, made happy. Eve, evening. His note suspended, discontinued, finished his song. Appetite, hunger. Explanation. In these lines, the poet says that a nightingale sang throughout the day and cheered the people around. It had not stopped singing till the evening, but at last he felt hungry. ਇਹਨਾਂ ਲਾਈਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਸਾਰਾ ਦਿਨ ਗਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਲੇ ਦੁਆਲੇ ਦੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖੁਸ਼ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸ਼ਾਮ ਤੱਕ ਉਹ ਗਾਣਾ ਬੰਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ, ਪਰ ਆਖਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਭੁੱਖ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਹੈ। Let us now take up the next stanza.
When looking eagerly around, he spied far off upon the ground a something shining in the dark, and knew the glowworm by his spark.
Children, here are some difficult words again for your better understanding of the poem. Word, meaning. Glowworm, a jugnu or an insect that lives in caves. There is a bacteria that makes his behind glow. Spark, glow. Spied, saw in a secret way. Explanation. The poet says that when the nightingale felt hungry, it eagerly started looking for food here and there. Soon, it found something at a distance on the ground. ਕਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਨੂੰ ਭੁੱਖ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਬੜੀ ਉਤਸੁਕਤਾ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਧਰ-ਉੱਧਰ ਭੋਜਨ ਦੀ ਤਲਾਸ਼ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਛੇਤੀ ਹੀ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਧਰਤੀ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਚਮਕਦੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ। It was something shining in the dark, and the nightingale knew that it was a glowworm by its light. ਇਹ ਹਨੇਰੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੁਝ ਚਮਕ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਅਤੇ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਜਾਣਦਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਜੁਗਨੂ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਆਪਣੀ ਹੀ ਰੋਸ਼ਨੀ ਨਾਲ ਚਮਕ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। Now let's see, after locating its food, what did the nightingale do?
So, stooping down from hawthorn top, he thought to put him in his crop. The worm, aware of his intent, harangued him thus, right eloquent.
Let us check out the meanings of difficult words shown on the stanza. Words, meanings. Stooping, bending. Hawthorn, name of a thorny shrub or tree with white or red blossoms and small dark berries. Crop, bag-like part of a bird's throat. Intent, intention. Harangued, spoke loudly and angrily. Eloquent, speak impressively. Explanation. In these lines, the poet William Cowper says that in order to catch the glowworm, the nightingale flew down from the hawthorn bush and wished to put it into his mouth to satisfy his hunger. ਕਵੀ ਵਿਲੀਅਮ ਕੌਪਰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਚਮਕਦੇ ਕੀੜੇ यानी जुगनू ਨੂੰ ਫੜਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਝਾੜੀ ਤੋਂ ਥੱਲੇ ਵੱਲ ਉੱਡ ਗਿਆ ਅਤੇ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਖਾ ਕੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਭੁੱਖ ਮਿਟਾਉਣੀ ਚਾਹੀ। But the glowworm was aware of his intention. So the glowworm spoke loudly and angrily to the bird, very clearly and impressively. ਪਰ ਜੁਗਨੂ ਨੂੰ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਇਰਾਦੇ ਦਾ ਪਤਾ ਸੀ। ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਜੁਗਨੂ ਨੇ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਦੀ ਅਤੇ ਗੁੱਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਨੂੰ ਬੜੇ ਹੀ ਸਪਸ਼ਟ ਅਤੇ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵਸ਼ਾਲੀ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਿਹਾ। Now what did the glowworm say to the nightingale? Watch this.
Did you admire my lamp as much as I your minstrelsy?
Did you admire my lamp, quoth he, as much as I your minstrelsy? In these lines, there are some words which need attention. Let us check out their meanings. Words, meanings. Koth, said. Minstrelsy, singing. This word has come from the noun minstrel, which means a singer. Admire, like or appreciate. Lamp, light or glow. Explanation. In these two lines, the glowworm asks the nightingale whether he admired his glow, which looked like a lamp, from a distance, as much as he himself liked the nightingale's singing ability. ਇਹਨਾਂ ਲਾਈਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੁਗਨੂ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕੀ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਉਸ ਦੀ ਲੈਂਪ ਵਰਗੀ ਚਮਕ ਉਨੀ ਹੀ ਚੰਗੀ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਦਾ ਗਾਣਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ. The glowworm is trying to say that both of them have been equally blessed, but in different ways. He glows like a lamp, and the nightingale sings very well.
You would, boy, to do me wrong as much as I to spoil your song?
Let's check out the meaning of the word abhor. Abhor means detest or greatly dislike. Word, meaning. Abhor, detest or greatly dislike. Explanation. In these lines, the glowworm tells the nightingale that he would abhor or hate to do wrong to him because he has never tried to disturb him in his songs. Glowworm rather appreciated the nightingale's singing. ਇਹਨਾਂ ਲਾਈਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੁਗਨੂ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਮੇਰਾ ਬੁਰਾ ਕਰਨ ਤੋਂ ਤੂੰ ਪੱਕਾ ਹੀ ਗੁਰੇਜ਼ ਕਰੇਗਾ, ਭਾਵ ਤੂੰ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਮੇਰਾ ਮਾੜਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰੇਗਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਗੀਤਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਦੇ ਵਿਗਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਇਆ, ਸਗੋਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਤੇਰੀ ਸਿਫਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ.
For it was the self same power divine taught you to sing and me to shine, that you with music, I with light, might beautify and cheer the night.
These lines were the speeches of glowworm to the nightingale. Let's look into the explanation. Glowworm further continues to say that the nightingale would not do any wrong or any harm to him because it is the same divine power of God which resides in both of them. It is God who has made glowworm glow and made the nightingale sing. ਜੁਗਨੂ ਫਿਰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਨੂੰ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਗਲਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਜਾਂ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੋਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੇ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਹੈ. ਇਹ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਸ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਚਮਕ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਨੂੰ ਸੁੰਦਰ ਗਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਕਲਾ. They are the creation of the same God, and God is one. The glowworm clarifies that God created him and nightingale to beautify and cheer the night. Glowworm with light and nightingale with music. ਉਹ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੀ ਉਤਪत्ति ਹਨ. ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਪਿਤਾ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਉਹ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਹੈ. ਜੁਗਨੂ ਸਪਸ਼ਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਅਤੇ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਨੂੰ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਹਾਣੀ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਪੈਦਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ. ਜੁਗਨੂ ਆਪਣੀ ਰੋਸ਼ਨੀ ਨਾਲ ਅਤੇ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਸੰਗੀਤ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ. And now, in these last 4 lines, let's see whether the nightingale is convinced by the reason put forward by the glowworm. Let's paraphrase the last 4 lines. The songster heard his short oration and,
warbling out his approbation,
released him as my story tells, and found a supper somewhere else. Let us take a quick look at the difficult words
of the lines
we have read just now. Words, meanings: songster, singer. Here the songbird is the bird nightingale. Oration, speech.
warbling,
Singing. Approbation, approval or agreement. Explanation: the songster is the one who sings songs. Here in the poem, the songster is the nightingale.
the nightingale
Was very impressed to hear the words of wisdom from the glowworm. ਗਾਇਕ ਉਹ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਗਾਣੇ ਗਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਕਵਿਤਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਗਾਇਕ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਹੈ। ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਜੁਗਨੂ ਦੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਸੁਣ ਕੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵਿਤ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ। And thus let the glowworm go. The nightingale went in search for food somewhere else. ਅਤੇ ਉਸਨੇ ਜੁਗਨੂ ਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਕਿਧਰੇ ਹੋਰ ਭੋਜਨ ਦੀ ਤਲਾਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਲਾ ਗਿਆ। Children, let us look into the detailed summary of the poem for your better understanding. Summary: a nightingale had pleased the villagers with his music throughout the day. At night, he felt hungry. He looked around for food. He saw a glowworm. He came down to eat it. ਇੱਕ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਸਾਰਾ ਦਿਨ ਆਪਣੇ ਸੰਗੀਤ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਿੰਡ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਮਨ ਪਰਚਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਰਾਤ ਦੇ ਸਮੇਂ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਭੁੱਖ ਲੱਗੀ। ਉਸਨੇ ਭੋਜਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਆਲੇ ਦੁਆਲੇ ਵੇਖਿਆ। ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਜੁਗਨੂ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆਇਆ। ਉਹ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਖਾਣ ਲਈ ਥੱਲੇ ਆ ਗਿਆ। The glowworm requested him to spare his life. He said that both of them were precious creatures. The glowworm cheered the world with his light, while the nightingale cheered the world with his music. ਜੁਗਨੂ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਅੱਗੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਜਾਨ ਬਖਸ਼ਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਪ੍ਰਾਰਥਨਾ ਕੀਤੀ। ਉਸਨੇ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਦੋਵੇਂ ਹੀ ਵਡਮੁੱਲੇ ਜੀਵ ਹਨ। ਜੁਗਨੂ ਆਪਣੀ ਰੋਸ਼ਨੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਖੁਸ਼ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਜਦਕਿ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਗਾਣਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਦਾ ਮਨ ਪਰਚਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ। The same God had created both of them to fulfill their duties in the world. The glowworm's speech had a wonderful effect on the nightingale. He let the glowworm go and went in search of food somewhere else. ਇੱਕੋ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੋਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਪ੍ਰਤੀ ਆਪਣਾ ਫਰਜ਼ ਨਿਭਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਹੈ। ਜੁਗਨੂ ਦੀ ਇਸ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਨੇ ਬੁਲਬੁਲ ਤੇ ਚੰਗਾ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵ ਪਾਇਆ। ਉਸਨੇ ਜੁਗਨੂ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਅਤੇ ਆਪ ਆਪਣਾ ਭੋਜਨ ਕਿਤੋਂ ਹੋਰ ਲੱਭਣ ਲੱਗਿਆ। Children, you have just read how the words of wisdom saved the life of a glowworm. The speech of glowworm really impressed the nightingale that he let him go. Now let's see the central idea of the poem. The central idea of the poem. The poem, The Nightingale and the Glowworm, is based on the idea, live and let live. The poem carries a lovely lesson for mankind. ਇਹ ਕਵਿਤਾ The Nightingale and the Glowworm ਮੁੱਖ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਜਿਉ ਅਤੇ ਜਿਉਣ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਆਧਾਰਿਤ ਹੈ। ਕਵੀ ਇਸ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਮਨੁੱਖਤਾ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਪਿਆਰਾ ਸੁਨੇਹਾ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਹੈ। Every object of nature, living or non-living, is useful in its own way. Everyone has a talent for the world to be happy and prosperous, one must learn to coexist with others in a spirit of mutual respect and understanding. ਕੁਦਰਤ ਦੀ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼, ਚਾਹੇ ਉਹ ਜੀਵਿਤ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਬੇਜਾਨ, ਉਸ ਦੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਅਹਿਮੀਅਤ ਹੈ। ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੁਨਰ ਹੈ। ਸੰਸਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਖੁਸ਼ੀਆਂ ਭਰਿਆ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਵਿਅਕਤੀ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਵਿਅਕਤੀ ਦਾ ਆਦਰ ਕਰਨ ਅਤੇ ਸਮਝਣ ਦੇ ਜਜ਼ਬੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਕਰਨਾ ਸਿੱਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ। One should be free to make the world beautiful. Let no one be harmed. ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਸੁੰਦਰ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਆਜ਼ਾਦ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ। ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਨਾ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਏ। That was the beautiful central idea of the poem. Now let us recapitulate the poem with some questions and answers. The first question is, what did the nightingale do throughout the day? The answer is, the nightingale sang the whole day, making the people happy. The next question is, why did the nightingale stop singing in the evening? The answer is, the nightingale stopped singing because he felt hungry. The next question is, how does a nightingale beautify and cheer the night? And the answer is, it cheers and beautifies the night by singing and making the people happy. The next question is, how does a glowworm beautify and cheer the night? And the answer is, a glowworm beautifies and cheers the night with his light. The next question is, how did the glowworm plead his case with the nightingale? And the answer is, the glowworm pleaded that nightingale should not kill him because both are the creations of the same divine powers and that they bring cheer to people with different qualities, one with music and the other with light. Students, I hope you are aware of synonyms and antonyms in the English language. A synonym means a word with a similar meaning. Let us find synonyms of the following words from the poem: hunger, appetite, speech, oration, dinner, supper, God, divine power. Antonyms are words opposite in meaning. Find antonyms for the following words from the poem: arrested, released, sad, cheerful, bright, dark. The idea or the message which the poet wants to give to his readers is that birds and animals, unlike humans, are really never cruel to one another and seldom kill except for food. The glowworm gives the nightingale a good reason why he should be left alone. Is the nightingale convinced? Yes, glowworm was spared. Well, that's all for today. I hope you all enjoyed the poem. Bye and have a good day.